Hey guys, good morning. It's Friday morning, October the 6th, 2017 at 9:14 a.m., 77 top down degrees. Beautiful day in Central Texas. And I'm headed to Burnet, Texas to get me a license plate for my J-Flight travel trailer, so that when my son takes it, he will be legal. It used to be you had to have the trailers inspected, but now they've changed that. The trailer has to have a gross weight of over 7,500 pounds, and mine doesn't. So we're going to get it. I can get the license plate without having to have it inspected, and that's what I'm going to do, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. What I'm going to talk about on this little trip, they have repaved this road, so it should be a little smoother, very much smoother actually. But what I wanted to touch on, just while I'm driving, just for the hell of it, is, the RV industry is what it is. I've got a new one on order. It's supposed to have been here some time ago, but it should be here next week, maybe, hopefully. But I had since it's a base model, it's a Coachman Clipper Cadet 16 CFB for $9,750 out the door. And some of the viewers commented that, you kind of get what you pay for, so, that could be a piece of junk. Well, it could be. I mean, believe me, I've always had the base model, and that's the way that is. But you got to remember this, or think about this. The RV industry is a totally unregulated industry. They regulate themselves, kind of. But it's not like the auto industry. It's not like the housing industry, where there's guidelines as to what can be put into the product, etc. In other words, if it's harmful to your health, you're not going to find it in a car or a home, probably. But in an RV, they'll stick it in there because there's no regulations. As far as the plumbing, the little pipes and stuff, the drains, they can be made out of anything in RVs. The electrical wiring doesn't have to meet any city code, or any code at all for that matter. And to keep costs down, they put in the minimum to get the job done. So whenever you buy an RV, if you happen to pay a little more and you think you're going to get a quality RV, you may, in some ways, cosmetic. We've got a few winding little curves here. I'm winding up through the hill country in Central Texas, and it gets a pretty good little hill here. A lot of people think Texas is just flat desert land, but it's not. Well, it is in some places. So my little RV, even though it's a plain Jane base model, will probably be okay for what I'm going to use it for. I mean, I'm not picky. I mean, when I go out to eat, I'm not a connoisseur in the same way when I go out RVing. I mean, if something breaks, screw comes out or something doesn't function, I don't go crazy about it. Some things happen, In Texas, you can pull over on the shoulder and let people pass, and it's not against the law. Some states you can't do this, but I always do, just out of courtesy if somebody's in a hurry. And that young man there, when you're young, you're always in a hurry. Hope the sun's not too bright in the camera. We're going east, but this car coming by here, it's a GMC something, big one, but the headlights on that thing, he's got them on now, they blind you in the daylight. So the RV industry is unregulated, and just be aware of that. What does that mean to you as a buyer of an RV? Be careful. Check them out. You know, whenever you buy a new one, they go through this inspection with you. But what they try to do is they'll just have the unit sitting out and they'll go through it with you. But prior to that, before they put it out for you to go through, it is hooked up to the water and electric in the dealership or in the service bay, and they check things out. And that's when you want to be in the RV, because you want to run the furnace, you want to run the AC, you want to run the water, you want to look under the kitchen sink particularly and check for leaks, because you can at least see those hoses there. And you know, jiggle the doors and stuff to be sure the screws are tight. And if you can't, I can't do it anymore, but if I could, I'd actually look underneath. But you know, you could look for, you know, places where they forgot to caulk or seal, you know, around the outside and stuff. And that happens, you know, the guys, you know, it's a Monday morning, he's hungover at the manufacturing plant, didn't feel like caulking that, so he didn't. So you can catch those little things. So on the inside, you can, you know, if you have the little dining area where you have the sitting area, it has the backs, you know, you can check those to be sure they're glued good. And you know, all the cabinet doors, if you have drawers, check them out. What else? You know, be sure the propane hot water heater works. Be sure the 12-volt water pump works. Sometimes I actually bought one years ago that, you know, the 12-volt water pump wasn't even hooked up. It was there, but the wires weren't on it. But it was a minor problem. All you had to do was just put them on there and tighten the screws. It wasn't a big deal. But I'm just rambling on. We haven't done a driving video in a while. Some of you folks like these things, and I don't mind doing them because I enjoy talking to somebody, even if I can't see them. You know how much a license tag costs for my 2013 J-Code J-Flight? $77.75. That's right. $77. I think I mentioned this too in a video, that at the dealership they were going to charge me, I can't remember if it was $250 or $300 for the brake controller to hook it up. I called this little place over in Burnet that I'm going to go to this morning and get it done for $95. Same thing. Crazy. Central Texas, USA on October the 6th, 2017. Where are you guys going to be October the 6th, 2022? Where do you want to be? Have you even thought about it? Where would you like to be? You could be anywhere on earth, where would you want to be? You know, the way to find that out is called calculatus eliminatus. If you want to find out where something is, find out where it ain't. So go check it out. I know that I don't want to go to a foreign country. I've been to a few of them. And, you know, a lot of people think, well, you can live cheaper in Mexico and different places, Thailand, Philippines. Yeah, you can. But you're a foreigner, man. You know, and you're pulling up all your roots. I mean, I think about all the people that immigrate to the United States. They come here from India and Asia, different things. Well, from India and China and Japan. Not so, we don't get many immigrants from Japan. We get a few from China. And you know, from other countries, but you know, they're leaving their home, And then when they get here, what they want to do, the first thing they want to do is recreate home. In other words, they want the religion they had, they want the food they had, they want the rules they had, and you know, so it has an impact, and it causes them an untold amount of frustration. This is the outer edge of Burnet, Texas, USA, the suburbs, if they have them. Population about 5,000, I think. All the towns around here are small ones. The biggest city near here is Georgetown, Texas, is closest, and then Round Rock, and then of course Austin. Gasoline shows to be $2.39 at that gas station on the left. And we'll let this go on till I get somewhere to shut it off. Now we're going pretty much right into the sun. This is Highway 29 for you people that like to know where you are. Runs east and west. We're going east. And I'm going to the tax office. You know, they wouldn't let me do this online. I've got to actually go to the tax office. I bought propane yesterday, and a 30-pound tank was $18. And that will last, well, that 30-pound tank would last me about 6 months. In the wintertime, that I use 3 tanks of propane a year in Central Texas. I use 2 I'll use 2 from November to March, and then 1 from March to about November, I guess, or October, that range. It's about 3 tanks, maybe 4 total. $72 a year for propane's not bad. Wells Fargo Bank on the right. Everything. I was a customer of theirs for years, and they charge you a fee for everything you do. I called it the fee bank. My little local bank, Security State Bank and Trust, and their home office in Fredericksburg, Texas, they don't charge you a fee for anything. I get free everything. Free checks, free bank, no charge for my checking account. If I need a cashier's check, money order, whatever, no charge. Notary service, no charge. They charge me $13 a year for a safety deposit box. I got a copy of my will in there. La 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 la. Burnet, Texas. Big city of. How long is this thing going on? We'll let it go till I get to the tax office. If you guys like to watch these driving videos, I don't mind doing it. This is down, almost downtown, right off to the right. Not directly right, but kind of at an angle right here between these 2 streets, almost this way, right there, is the downtown square. Every city, I guess, in the whole world has a square. You know what I mean? The downtown square where the courthouse is and all the civic offices are located. In Mongolia, it's called, in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, it's called Suk-Baatar Square. It's where the capital is. This white bus coming here, that's a prison bus. It says kids, but it's not. They have a big prison. They got 2 prisons here. One is a maximum detention, maximum confinement, or whatever they call it. And they've had people escape with the help of the guards. Get out of here. Yeah, you got to know that those, convicts are not called cons they're called cons for a reason, because they con these people into helping them. All right, we're just about out of downtown. That was quick, wasn't it? Not too far out here to the tax office. Little city park off to the right, but you can't hardly see it. Gasoline here is $2.40 now, 10 cents a gallon more than that other station. We're almost there, guys. Almost to the tax office building out here. It's not on the square. Off to the right there is the county jail. And here is the tax office building. And this parking lot is always full. And I never have figured out why. I'm telling you, I'll have to go all the way down here. But it says wrong way. Well, am I going the wrong way? How'd these cars get here? They go the wrong way too? Oh, wrong way. She thinks I'm coming that way. But I'm just pulling around here, ladies, so I can back in. Why am I backing in? I think everybody knows. I'm backing in so I can get out without getting hit 9 times. The older I get, the more careful I get. Come on back, Nelly. Anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, at the tax office building in Burnet, Texas. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, 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 USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. Take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, because that'll relieve stress. Stretch, walk, and do all those things, because hopefully in the next week or so we're going to have us a new RV and we're going somewhere. Not immediately. It'll be a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, but we'll go somewhere. Adios, guys, from Central Texas.